What about people who have no inclination towards appreciation? By Krishna's mercy. Sarva yonishu konteya, murtayah sambhavanti ya, tasam brahma mahad yonir, aham bij pradah pita. Quote, "It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving Father." Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita, 14:4.
I think there is one place where you go about things all wrong. It is actually the premise, the foundation, the basis, if you will, of the initial appeal towards the Bhakti Yoga way of life. I understand that Bhakti Yoga is not sectarian. It is not some isolated New Age kind of self-improvement fad. It does not insist upon a statement of faith, one that automatically excludes other traditions and expressions of appreciation towards the origin of all life. That is the issue, actually, appreciation. I have heard this appeal especially from His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. There is the comparison to children and the way they view their parents. The idea is that the children should not simply take. They are under the protection of the guardians. They have their needs taken care of. At least this is in the ideal sense where the parents are trying their best. The children should show some appreciation. It is only natural. At some point in life, they consider the many favors bestowed upon them. They realize the sacrifices made. It is a kind of accurate retrospective on the all-important childhood years. The grown-up children want to then repay that kindness and effort, to some degree. This tendency is supposed to transition well to Bhakti Yoga. We are simply showing appreciation for the Eternal Father, who is also the origin of everything. We are acting in a way to please Him. He already provides. He gives so much. The animal community does not have the facility for prayer. They cannot show appreciation in the explicit sense, and yet they have their needs provided for, more or less. Okay, I think this appeal used to work in the past. But have you not encountered children of the modern day? The last thing on their mind is appreciation. They want to take and take. If they have any problems later on in life, they blame the parents. If they are depressed, sad, unhappy, miserable, envious, and perpetually in a bad mood, they refuse to take accountability. Like the worst misers, they look for anyone else to take the fall, and the parents are the easiest target. Are not the same people going to blame God for everything, if made aware? If your appeal is to think of the highest authority figure, the original parent, then how will that translate in a positive way? If these children already have a negative view of their parents from whom they have extracted so much, why will they want to worship the Supreme Lord? Will that not merely introduce a new figure to blame, who would be culpable for the myriad of problems and distresses found in society?
In Bhagavad-gita, Sri Krishna explains that there are 3 gates leading to a long-standing stint in a hellish condition. These gates are lust, anger, and greed. The more a person is drawn in the direction of these gates, the more miserable they will be. We see that they experience the hellish condition even prior to leaving this world. They are miserable now, and they will be miserable in the future. Eter vimukt. Konteya tamo dware stribhirnar. Acharatyatman. Shreyasthato yati param gatim. Quote, "The man who has escaped these 3 gates of hell, O son of Kunti, performs acts conducive to self-realization and thus gradually attains the supreme destination." Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita, 16:22. By whatever way, in whichever direction a person is drawn, with whatever appeal will make a difference, lighting a spark on the inside, the saintly person tries to help others avoid this hellish existence. If the comparison to children and parents does not work, then there must be something else that can appeal to the sensibilities of the sane individual. The issue of appreciation is already universally accepted. The person who takes and takes from others still wants to be appreciated for their work. In fact, they are known to demand as such. Others around them, such as friends and well-wishers, might be incredulous upon witnessing such behavior.
Does this person completely lack self-awareness? Are they serious with their demands for appreciation? They are known to take and take from others, contacting repeatedly at all hours of the night, not respecting boundaries and personal space, being upset if someone is not at their beck and call, willing to indulge their latest demands. And yet here they are insisting upon respect from others. Just ridiculous.
If an appeal will not work, then at least there can be an example set. I can show appreciation. I realize that everything is out of my control, that I am ultimately not the doer. Somehow or other, I have found the proper direction. I am trying my best to stay aligned with transcendence, and I hope that others might notice and find the eternal happiness that is only associated with the one who is the origin of everything. Yadyadacharati shreshthasthatta devetaro jana, sa yat pramanam kurute lokastadanuvartate. Quote, whatever action is performed by a great man, common men follow in his footsteps, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita 3:21. In closing, with person every and each, some appreciation to seek, recognized for the work to do by friends and beneficiaries too. The same tendency in worship apply, that everyone on grace of God to rely, such that now with acknowledgement living, to the one who everything giving.